Nature, majestic, unpredictable, and sometimes terrifying. Imagine a force so powerful that no technology, no human infrastructure can withstand it. Monster storms, raging waves, erupting volcanoes, each a stunning reminder of our fragility against this relentless adversary. Today, join us on a journey where, despite all our efforts, mankind remains powerless before nature's raw fury. Get ready to witness breathtaking scenes and shiver at the untamed power of our planet. Floodwaters rose, submerging the road surface. The driver panicked and climbed onto the roof of truck to avoid being swept away. The winter storm on January 6 devastated La Hinch. Huge waves flooded the main street, submerging shops and streets. Colorado flash floods destroyed many roads. Experts suggest building bridges or tunnels to reduce damage. Huge storm hits Angli, submerging the area in water. Strong winds and heavy rain made everything chaotic. A fierce storm swept across Lake Erie, New York, creating giant waves that slammed against the shore, causing people to brace themselves to fight. At Morayfield Shopping Centre, Australia, the last glass panel shattered. Water flooded downstairs, submerging everything. Stuck people can only hope. In Las Vegas, sudden heavy rains caused flash floods, causing drivers to receive an emergency warning: get out of the way. The ferocious water rushes like a beast, swallowing everything in its path, causing the streets to be submerged in water and making travel extremely dangerous. Before natural disasters, people are small and helpless, but solidarity will help them overcome everything. The bridge that was once a symbol of connection has now been swept away, leaving only desolate debris.
Oh, God!
More than 20 structures were flattened in the attack on Jenin refugee camp, another mark of escalating tensions. As the dust settles, the question remains: does peace still have a chance? A huge fire broke out. Black smoke covered the sky. An emergency shelter order was issued when a large fire broke out at the oil refinery. Honolulu buckled in fury. Fierce gusts of wind and heavy rain swept through, causing streets to flood and trees to fall. White and numb, heavy snow covered central Colorado as storm warnings were issued, causing traffic delays and disrupting life. Have you ever heard the story about Santa Claus and his reindeer? Storm Idalia struck, bringing with it fierce waves that swept away houses, leaving people bewildered by the loss. The devastation not only exists on the ruined buildings, but is also deeply embedded in their minds when worries about safety and the future still hang in the air. Drones capture flood disaster at Red Lodge and surrounding Yellowstone area, causing extensive damage and closing the area to visitors. Flight data shows that on January 24th, a British Airways plane was struck by lightning during a thunderstorm in Sao Paulo, delaying inspection procedures for several hours. Florida's west coast areas are facing severe flooding. The fierce storm, combined with strong winds and rain, created large waves that flooded the shore, causing roads and residential areas to be submerged in water. Part of the Santa Cruz Pier collapsed into the ocean when large waves crashed onto the northern California coast. Storm Hinam created a hissing sound from its high winds, like a symphony of destruction. Heavy rain and strong winds brought desolation, sweeping away all in its path, leaving behind immeasurable devastation. Storm Idalia struck again, bringing with it fierce waves that swept away houses, leaving people bewildered by the loss. Gaïa volcano continues to erupt strongly, sending lava flows soaring into the air. Faced with this situation, authorities have raised the warning level to high, signaling an extremely serious threat is lurking. When the snow touches lava, two opposing temperature extremes create a magical and mesmerizing spectacle. Hawaiian volcanoes spew lava into the ocean, creating dense steam and deadly danger. In Hawaii, Kilauea volcano awakened, erupting streams of red lava under the night sky. The bright aurora light dyes Alaskan sky, creating a magical scene against the white snow background. The shimmering colors and clouds create a mesmerizing scene. Torrential rain caused rocks to flood the Himachal Pradesh village area, causing serious damage and disrupting people's lives. Soil and rocks were scattered everywhere, blocking the road and making rescue extremely difficult. An extremely violent thunderstorm swept through central Kentucky, blowing off hot tub covers, adding to the awe-inspiring sense of nature's power. Terrifying mud flood. Have you ever witnessed it? Torrential floodwaters flooded the mountain town as Ellis River rose, washing away everything in its path. Nature's fury not only destroys property, but is also a grim reminder of its devastating power when it spirals out of control. The boards are light but cause chaos, causing the construction site to become out of control. Australia's northwest coast was hit by a Category 3 storm. Wind gusts of 200 km/h devastated Port Hedland and Karratha. Storms and floods not only destroy property but also wash away the memories, efforts, and dreams of many people.
No, mirá la camioneta, la cangú gris ahora, boludo. Pacho, fue la madera de esa mierda esta, la cagó toda.
Wildfire burned down California town, forcing the governor to declare a state of emergency. The fire spread to 40,000 acres, leaving behind devastation and uncertainty. Forest fires in Victoria, Australia, reached catastrophic levels. Dry winds and harsh weather caused the fire to rage. What phenomenon is causing the sky to suddenly become so strangely dark? That scene was like a fierce battle between nature and humans, where lightning ripped through the sky, testing the solidity of the city's strongest structures. Wild animals standing in the middle of the white snow create a mysterious image of life and survival instinct. The food cart lost control when the water tank hit the gas pedal, but luckily, no one was injured. The Everglades, a national park in Florida, is suffering from a python epidemic. The Burmese python, like many other pythons, has been captured by snake hunters because it harms the species living in the wetlands. A woman from Queensland was absolutely terrified when she discovered a carpet python hiding in the stationary drawer at her workplace in Kills Mountain. No matter how carefully people prepare, natural disasters can still engulf everything in the blink of an eye, leaving helpless eyes watching the world around them fall apart. It's scary. Astronomy lovers witnessed the breathtaking moment when a SpaceX spacecraft suddenly broke apart in space. The event surprised and attracted the attention of the global scientific community, raising many questions about the cause and impact of the incident.
The giant Japanese pumpkin statue could not withstand the tornado. It seemed like a hero during the Halloween season, but unexpectedly it encountered a fierce wind, and now the pumpkin needs a new mask. Floodwaters from Typhoon Gaïa hit, turning the Philippine town into a reluctant ocean. The roads have now become rivers, and the people are like warriors fighting against the sea right in the heart of the city.
Overwhelmed by the power of nature, Kong Ray, with a whopping wind radius of 320 kilometers, became the biggest storm to hit Taiwan since Herb in 1996. Sweeping away everything in its path. Amid the fury of Tropical Storm Trami, a brave man struggles with raging floodwaters, trying to regain control amid harsh nature. The destructive power of Typhoon Unchained was displayed when the raging water swept away an entire road in Miyazaki Prefecture, leaving behind a scene of devastation and danger. Reservoirs in Hong Kong burst after a historic flood. This powerful natural spectacle is not to be missed. Typhoon. Dowry swept through Kinmen, bringing fierce winds and heavy rain, leaving the whole area in chaos. A thunderstorm sweeps through Tokyo, engulfing the city in floodwaters as the south fears arrival of next storm. Terrifying scene when floodwaters flooded the street of Pung, South Korea, carrying everything along the way. The power of typhoon. Sai caused the port in the eastern Philippines to be devastated in just a few hours. Strong waves and gusty winds wreak havoc on infrastructure, causing terrible damage and paralyzing maritime traffic. The scene of devastation and chaos caused people and rescue teams to make desperate efforts to respond. Double tornadoes are a rare phenomenon. When two tornadoes appear at the same time, they can cause double the destruction.
Allahu Akbar.
The West Java tornado swept debris into the air, creating horrifying scenes and terrifying sounds. In Yuma County, Arizona, a huge dust storm suddenly struck, covering the sky with a thick fog. This phenomenon, although common during the monsoon season, still causes severely poor visibility, paralyzes traffic, and puts people at health risk. A massive tornado devastated Watford, North Dakota, leaving behind scenes of chaos and terror. After the storm, only ruins remained in the affected areas. People were forced to rise from the ruins, facing the challenge of rebuilding their lives with anxiety about what lies ahead. A terrifying lightning storm hit Grandview, bringing wind gusts of more than 70 mph, wiping out trees and paralyzing the city. The storm was out of control. We can only be helpless before the power of nature. The violent tornado in Watford City, North Dakota, was a terrifying sight. Witnessing it at close range is not for the faint of heart. Stunning, but haunting footage from the rock slide that occurred on top of Piz Tengalo in the Swiss Alps, causing entire area near the Italian border to be evacuated. Rockfalls rushed down, destroying the road and blocking all paths in the Banda Valley, causing serious damage. The flood in Cambivadas not only washed away roads but also left residential areas submerged in water. The VT-131 road section was completely destroyed when the Black River rose, leaving behind an unimaginable tragedy. One with all their stuff in a sudden avalanche on a highway in Colorado buried the car in a pile of heavy snow. Luckily, all the passengers were safe, but the tense moments must have been terrifying for everyone. The avalanche came like a white wave, covering everything in intense chaos.